With these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Wade. Max Strus is out there with Hunter. Then there's Garland. And it's Jerome in at the shooting guard. Here's Reed. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Garland. And here's Wade. Here's Jerome. And he's good on the three ball. Jerome's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
To the inside. Here's Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night. Cavaliers leading. Jerome passes to Wade. Pass to Garland. Wade, a screen on Schroeder. And here's Garland for three. Holland with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Tremendous balance from Darius Garland right there. That's the key to knocking down that initial shot and the opportunity for the N1.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Throw good, Garland. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Strus. Hunter down low. Looking on Fontecchio.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Now Stewart. Now, here's Ivey. True on the 14-footer. 14 points for Jaden Ivey.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Schroeder against Garland. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Schroeder, no luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's Strus on the wing. Guarded by Stewart. The wide open look here for Garland. Rebound, Detroit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Ivey finds Stewart. Now Fontecchio. And the 3 off target. Strus against Stewart. Pass to Garland. Cleveland moving it around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
The first one falls, and Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pistons trailed by 3. Cunningham with it. Stewart with a screen on Garland. Cunningham for 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Garland with it. Beasley covering. Jerome, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Ivy on the wing. Pass to Stewart. The jump hook. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
Hunter with it. Allen, right side. Over Ivy. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Hits it from three-point range.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Thompson outside. Pass to Hunter. The 3 connects from three-point range. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Cunningham. Beasley with a screen on Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Pass to Jerome. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Jerome. Time, Jerome. 2 shots.
That one is off for the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Okoro comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Garland. And he's good on the second.
You know, he didn't get them all, but they'll be able to breathe just a bit easier with the 2-possession lead.
Now Cunningham. Hits from the high post.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Mitchell against Hardaway. Lets it go with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris outside. Down low, here's Cunningham. He goes up again. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Okoro finds Mitchell. He takes it in. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Cunningham sets a screen for Hardaway. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Mitchell against Hardaway. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Garland. Six to shoot. Shot from 16, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, if you're a point guard like Darius Garland, at his size, you've got to be able to get into that mid-range bag. Very well done.
Now, here's Cunningham. Wasted no time on that one.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Mitchell outside. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Duran with a screen on Garland. Here's Cunningham. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hunter the pass to Mitchell. Harris against Mobley. Pass to Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland over Cunningham. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You can see the increasing confidence of putting the ball in Darius Garland's hand and letting him play out of pick and roll.
Here is Cunningham. Shoots over Garland, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Garland finds Hunter. Garland surveying the D, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jalen Duran. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
He hits the second from the line.
Boy, Darius Garland is a fantastic scorer already, and I think there's tremendous upside yet.
Duran with the screen on Garland. That's a 2 from Cunningham. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell with it, picked up by Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Over Hardaway. Mobley dishes to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Garland. 13 feet away. Duran pulls it in. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 5-point game. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Harris. 21 points for Cade Cunningham.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
A kick out to Mobley. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 107 left in the 4th quarter. Cunningham against Garland. Cunningham's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And here is Hardaway. Pass to Cunningham. 11 feet away. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Cade Cunningham. Third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Cavaliers. Out. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead, hopefully for them. That
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Cunningham. Out to Thompson to take the lead. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
you have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Gets the three. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And here's Harris from the arc. Misses the